Do it right now, okay? Go ahead, I'll be in the car in a minute. I'll see you later. Be calm. Now I can do me.
Okay, goodness.
This is what I was waiting on. Okay.
You know, I was
We're out of
wondering.
power at this table, so I'm warning you now. Be calm. It ain't about me winning. I've already won in my heart. I'm a winner.
Do
you know
you
what I'm saying?
describe what you do as drag?
Well, first of all, that actually sounds like more of a nephew question. I ain't nobody's drag queen. Now, nephew gonna get on here all day and say he does drag, and that's his story. No, I am an energy that was sent to the earth to bring good to it. And I love doing it. I love encouraging people, but I use my energy because I believe the people need it. I have always loved encouraging and lifting people up. And when you were talking about people hurting you, right before all this happened was when I went through some of my worst hurts with people that didn't understand that I was just trying to love them.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back, family. Look at y'all, so colorful and beautiful.
That's a pretty place.
How
you
are y'all?
What's cooking, Sean?
Today, I made you a bunch of street food. Tapas. Tapas are a Spanish dish meant to be shared with others. Tonight, I prepared roasted peppers, baked feta cheese with olives, and stuffed dates.
Okay,
Wonderful.
okay.
Nice.
Man, I love being surrounded by so many beautiful, talented people. And so it got me thinking, like, you know, we all have secret talents or special talents.
Or hidden ones.
Hidden talents.
Okay.
Even better. So what's your hidden talent?
I don't have any hidden. I don't believe you. It must be still hidden. What about you, Cheryl? You have any hidden talent?
I suck.
What?
Aaron.
Thank you.
Aaron.
Thank you.
What's your hidden talent?
It also starts with an S, but I sing karaoke. Not just singing, though. Singing is not my talent.
Oh.
Just karaoke.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Now, do you gotta be drunk to sing?
Absolutely. You gotta be drunk to sing, and you also gotta be drunk to hear. Just to enjoy it.
This is an experience.
It's an experience for everybody that no one remembers the next day.
And you could do it all over again.
Hello?
Nobody remembers.
Nobody remembers. It's
What's your
perfect.
hidden talent?
You know, I don't know that I have one. I mean, I kind of share all of my talents, so.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't
You're an
know.
open
My
book
hidden-
then.
Yeah.
Well,
It looks delicious.
I can't wait to discuss hidden talents with our guest. It is the viral sensation on TikTok, Imani Vanzap.
Social media's #1 auntie, Imani Vanzap, has endeared herself in the hearts of nearly 1 million Zappies, her fans, with her feel-good yet funny social commentary.
It sounds to me that you've gotten so used to looking out the window that you forgot all about looking in the mirror.
Starting on Instagram in 2018, Imani, along with her dozens of celebrity impersonations and quick wit,
Well, come on, gutter snipe. Jump up out of your swamp.
established a massive social media audience with her videos garnering over 81 million views. Imani is the brainchild of actor, producer, writer, singer, and motivational speaker Eric Nephew Dillard. Now, armed with her signature catchphrase, Imani Vanzapp not only ignited a movement based on positivity,
It's fun, I can't help it.
but she encourages everyone, no matter where they are on the journey,
I see better for you and I just want to help.
to become.
Now that I think about it, I would say that being on this show is a hidden talent because I've seen in the comment section a lot of people are saying, you know, this group, this show works with this four, don't swap anyone out, don't change. There's chemistry there. And I never saw myself as a talk show host. Did you all pursue being a talk show host?
No, I didn't pursue it, but I saw it. Yeah. You know who I used to like? Nipsey Russell. I don't know if some people know who Nipsey Russell was. I remember as a kid thinking I'd be a game show host. So maybe this was it instead.
Okay.
I'm not an actor. I'm not interested in being an actor. I wouldn't want to be on a reality show. So I get to come here and be me, and the viewers seem to enjoy it. I think our dynamic is incredible. We need all of our diversity of our voices, and so here we are. The universe put us all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the direction, you know, that sometimes we get suggestions, but we do our own thing, you know, it naturally flows. And we lose it, you know, the cameras aren't there, we're just here.
Yeah.
And so I a lot of times we get like instructions or directions, I don't hear a thing. Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
I'm so surprised by that comment. I can't believe you said that.
When I said earlier, I said, I'm listening, you know, I hear you, but you know, I'm not, I just, like you said, I gotta be just in the moment.
And you know, like I have been an actor. I've been an actor my whole life. I did stage, and then I started pursuing film acting, and I thought that was going to be my thing. And what I learned was I don't like being someone else. I don't like reading lines that I didn't come up with. But you don't know until you get there.
Yeah, it's funny. I when I think about it, I go, okay, well, yeah, I didn't think that I would be doing this. I mean, I talk all the time in my regular business. So for me, it just feels very natural and normal to have these conversations because I unpack a lot of things with people in different ways and in different relationships. And what's funny was I was thinking about my humor, and someone once compared me to Chelsea Handler. And I thought that was really interesting because I said, I've never seen myself as a white woman before. But I accepted it because I think she's funny as shit. You know, I didn't intend to be this sort of direct, forthright, in the moment, real person, you know, in front of the world, but now I'm here. And which is why I think this is a great space for this voice, while not being a white woman in this voice, being myself in the voice.
You know, this makes me think of something. As you were talking, and I'm thinking to myself, one of the things that's interesting about what I do is it rests in a lot of different spaces. Some of it's political, some of it is mental health, some of it is business. And I move in and out of all of those spaces very comfortably, and it is the same set of gifts or talents are used in all those spaces.
Right.
So it's just all these different ways to be able to express which is, I have a quick wit, I'm relatively intelligent, I'm articulate, I can string together logic very quickly. So in everything I do that. So
I love that. With our guest, Imani, I think what is so unique about their story is the idea of actually creating something during this pandemic. Was there anything that you guys created or developed or started to pursue while you were in that sort of pressure of that?
The pressure cooker.
You know what? I don't even want to know because it's you laughing already.
Wait a minute, because you know what we had to do? We had to figure out how to be with self. I always say when everything shut down, I got all these calls and everybody was going to their mamas and going here. And then they were like, where you going? And I was like, here. And then they were like, maybe 2 weeks later, I got to getting calls from people who knew I had been to prison, but had never heard 4 years, 5 months that I had to be with
We've
self.
heard it now.
Preach. Preach. Let me say it again. 4 years and 5 months when you had to be with self.
did COVID feel like jail to you?
Absolutely not. I've been with self. But people didn't understand. They called me to check. And once I got about 7 calls of people who knew I had been to prison and knew how much time I had done, then they were double checking because now they were in prison. That was a sense of prison.
And for
So,
me,
go ahead.
what COVID did for me is it made me get online.
I see.
And the stuff that I was doing, the karaoke, which I would do almost every night, I said, let me do it online. And I actually picked Facebook because Facebook has a reputation of that's your professional life. You can lose a job by putting unprofessional things on. Your family is watching you. And that was the time that I said, F everybody. I said, I could go to Instagram. I don't have much of a following there, but there are people on Facebook that I know are going to be judgmental of what I do.
Isn't everyone in life?
So
oh my God.
it was liberating. It
Yes,
said,
it
I'm
is.
not going to care
Judge
about
me,
what
baby.
you're thinking about me.
Preach.
Because this is me.
Ooh.
I love to dress up in costumes, in makeup, in hair, and dance and twirl around my apartment and sing like I'm Beyonce, even though I sound like, I don't know who I sound like.
Beyonce is going to be so
Beyonce's
thrilled.
cousin that didn't make it. But,
Judging.
you know, but
We're
yeah,
all judgmental, but don't take it too far, because you know what? When people are too judgmental, it's because they see something in you that they love. That's all it is.
So the reason I laughed earlier when you were talking about that, I wanted to speak to that. Because I think it's very interesting. So while, you know, COVID for some people slowed them down, I guess, had them trapped, they found their talents and whatnot. And what it did for me is I decided to move to the desert and have a pool put in. So that's why I was laughing, because I was like, okay, well, what did it do? But this is not gonna go over well, you know. But yeah, that's what it does. It's like, you know what?
And like,
That's what COVID did. So thank you, COVID.
Show you right.
but that is true for a lot of people. A lot of people, COVID actually benefited them. They were able to slow down. They were able to actually focus. They were able to become grounded and do things.
Eliminate the commute.
Yes. They were able to work from home. So they now learned this person that they were living with for all these years in ways that may have actually not been pleasant. True. In ways that have been more pleasant.
Absolutely.
So that I think that it was a way to slow us down, to reevaluate and reassess who we are and where we are with things. And I'm super excited to hear this journey during COVID from our guests. So I'm so glad that you invited them here.
I think it also created an opportunity to learn, to try new things.
Yeah.
And that, for me, I think that's why I'm here, is because of COVID. Getting online, I started interviewing people. And people would watch and say, yeah, you're really good at, you know, you ask good questions, it's something you're good at, you should keep doing it.
Let's pick up on the journey when we come back.
Okay.
So we'll go to break and then come back and pick up on that.
And so what were you saying?
So yeah, I was telling them about the story of, you know, you and I were pitching this show. This was before the pandemic started, and we got into something and then separated, and you know, we weren't talking.
We fall out all the time. This one will be the last time. Oh, Aaron and I blew up in front of Kurt, so Aaron was out. And I said, well, I'm gonna call Aaron one last time. And then Aaron said, yes, I want to be on the show. And that brings us to the guest, right? Who
I
blew
hope
up
so.
during the pandemic.
Ironically, may not be a prisoner.
Oh, let's hope she's done a little time.
Oh, there she is. Come
At
on,
least
Imani.
stole something along the way.
What am I doing?
Air kiss.
Listen, air kisses.
Oh,
How are you?
Great.
back.
Beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes,
sweet.
Imani.
Welcome.
Come on
I
in.
feel welcome already.
on.
Let's do it.
Yes, come through. That's for the twirl.
I miss you. How are you?
Oh, I'm
So good to
honored.
see you. How you doing? Come on, to the house. Listen. No, your hair be mine. Listen, I bow down to your hair.
that nobody matches my outfit,
Okay,
though.
it
Yeah.
does. We're all coordinated. Soft pink. Come on.
Did we give you pastel for you?
Pass it for me. I just came what I wanted.
I'm
to do.
sorry.
Yeah, look. Oh yeah, no, you did it though. I think we look like a singing group.
Hello, let's hit it.
What we done?
I can't sing.
Go ahead.
Eric can do karaoke. He was just talking
Oh,
about
really?
it.
Come on now.
Yes.
Listen, what's your favorite artist to do?
I do everything.
You know, okay, man, come on, everything.
But you know that Eric.
My nephew?
Nephew Eric.
Oh, he's a child. Don't talk about him. He's never get on my nerves. He's supposed to be here with me. He's never here. Where is he?
I don't know.
He said he was coming.
You've inspired.
I started watching Eric's
You
singing tutorials on YouTube maybe 10 years
Oh,
ago.
that was a long. Yeah.
I would watch those before going to karaoke to try to improve my
Are you
singing. I am not
Oh
joking.
my goodness.
Yes.
Where's I tell nephew that?
How long ago was that?
That was forever.
Forever.
It was,
Wow.
Oh, boo! Come on,
Sean.
Boo! Yes.
Welcome to the house.
Well, thank you for welcoming me with this beautiful plate.
We have a Spanish paella.
This seafood supper is common in Spain, but you don't have to be Spanish to enjoy chicken, chorizo, shrimp, and mussels combined with paprika, saffron to make a must-try.
Come on, Spanish paella.
Enjoy it, guys.
All right.
I love culture.
Thank you.
That's delicious. How
right.
many have you inspired?
How many was that?
How much fan? But you must get tons and tons.
I
of
do now. It's
does-
it's been kind of crazy because I was doing Instagram. My energy has been around for 4 years. So, Nephew's been doing his thing for eons.
Okay. What made you start? Take control over your life. What happened?
My love for the world. I think that we're in a very divisive place right now. And everybody is too concerned about being right instead of being loving. And, that's just kind of where it starts. I'll try, Miss Cheryl, I do.
Instead of being
you're an auntie, so you know how people act.
Like a damn fool.
Damn fool, I said.
Only because they're hurting.
That's what it is. A lot of people are hurting and they don't know how to express the hurt.
I know.
And so since they don't know how to express the hurt, let me be loud, let me drag people, let me
start me crying, now stop.
Okay, let me stop. You sure?
Because it hurts.
It does.
To see other people still hurting because it used to be me.
Talk about it.
Used to be me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to fight all the time. And I wanted to pick on you and you and you and try to find something wrong.
I wanted to slap so many people in the mouth, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I ended up stealing from my daddy because of bullies. I had to pay my bullies off when I was little. I was always, something was always wrong with me.
Wait a minute.
Something was always wrong.
Was it Goodfellas? What are you?
Did you go through bullying?
Yeah, you don't look like this and you haven't been bullied every now and again, And I would say that was what started a lot of my art, was having to find a place to put that energy. You have a choice. When people start bullying you, when the world begins to show you how ugly it is, you can use that to begin to fight the world, which you will never win, because there's so many ugly people out there. You can't find them all, but you can heal them all. You can touch them. I believe in that. And so I just used all the negativity and just put it somewhere and said, no, if I take this and turn this thing around, I believe that there's some people that can actually be reached. And then TikTok came. And I was saying TikTok was funny because I kept denying it. Everybody kept saying, get on TikTok, get on TikTok. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy and it's for kids. And I don't want nothing to do with it. And I denied it forever. And then one day, I got on there, and in the first month, there was 300,000 people that followed. Second month, and then 200,000, 100,000. By like 4 months in, I was at almost like a 600,000 mark with people just being myself. And it wasn't even anything like really special or anything like that. I was just
it was incredibly special.
Well,
and do you know what's special about it is that it wasn't for you. You said something just a moment ago that actually really touched me. That it wasn't for you. That you were doing it for others. That you said so that the bullying didn't inspire you to be a more difficult person.
To retaliate.
To retaliate.
Yeah.
You said, you know what? I'm going to heal people. I'm gonna touch people with positivity.
Yeah.
And so and look at how the world reacted. Look at how they responded. So we often think the world is such a negative place, and it really isn't.
It's not.
They just have to be touched in the right way.
It's always a few that mess it up for everybody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's always like when we're talking about capitalism and everything. There's always a couple of people at the top that are trying to crush everyone else.
Yes.
There are more of us that are full of love, and we just need the opportunity to be able to say it. I'm getting on there laughing at cats and dogs. And that's what it was. And then all of a sudden you start to notice how many people relate to what you're saying. And they're relating to your stories and just little things that you just take for granted.
Do you remember something you said?
On there,
It's been so long ago.
Well, Become was the biggest thing.
I would say.
Yeah, that was the, and even that.
What was it, Antonio?
Oh, because I love Imani's TikToks.
Thank you so
The
much.
reaction videos.
Yeah.
And I was like you with TikTok.
Yeah.
Like my kids, I was like,
doing his
TikTok
mess.
is for kids.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I got sucked into your videos and I watch them and the whole reel. and everything you've just described as to why you do them comes through. Like, I wasn't necessarily watching it from that lens, but I certainly can see that that's why it's effective. I mean, your energy and your spirit and all of that really comes through. So people need to find them.
Yeah, I'm out there. I'm out there. And even that was kind of funny, the whole Become thing, because I had a fan, $10 fan I got off Amazon, because my face was hot. Right. You look beautiful all day, but you'll melt in a minute.
You better believe
and I
it.
was let me get this fan because the truth won't start coming out. So I said, let me go ahead and start fanning and everything. And when I did that, I started looking at some of the makeup transition videos, and I just felt like people were doing what I was doing, but in their own way. People were using art, and they were using creativity and powders and clay and lashes to tell a different story. And there were people that were, especially the artists that would do the trans stories where they would write all the slurs on themselves. And then as the music is progressing, they're taking the slurs off. And all of a sudden you got contour. All of a sudden you got highlight. All of a sudden you got blending. All of a sudden you got hair, and then a scream become one time.
Wow.
And it literally, in my opinion, it felt like a match in a brush fire. And it just moved throughout the nation. And I was like, oh God. So then we're almost now at 1 million people.
Woo!
And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful, yeah.
Oh, you're doing nice.
Wow.
And there's no formula. A lot of people are trying to make it big on TikTok.
The beauty of TikTok is that it is about authenticity. It is about not showing up in the space necessarily with a curated platform where every hair is in place.
Say that again.
It's authenticity. Don't show up trying to be perfect. That is what Instagram is for. And it's when you put out that authenticity and you show how raw you are, and you allow yourself to break in front of people. So many people in the world are breaking just like you.
Yes.
And when you show them, not only am I broken, but that I'm beautiful at the same time, that is the story that everybody deserves to have. And I believe that was the energy that I came out with, and the world responded. And I'm just thankful that I'm here.
Whoa!
I'm on the house. I'm on real TV. I was trapped in that room for so long making the videos. I sat in that room all them years. Imani home now. Listen.
You know what that means for you to say that at this table for us.
This is
Little babies coming.
But thank you for this opportunity. Like this is my. I'm not ashamed to say it. This is my first real TV experience.
Thank you. Welcome home.
And I walked in and everybody, and I know y'all can't see them, but all these beautiful people that are working behind these cameras, everyone, as soon as I walked in the room, I felt so much love. And that lets me know this is serendipitous and that it's meant for me to be here and it's meant for me to be here with you. So thank you.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we match. And we match. Yes.
Do you think being unique had a role in your success?
Tremendously. I'll say this, along the way, there were so many times that I saw where I could have cut corners and been like other creators, and this is no shade to anyone's art, so don't at me in these streets. I'm just trying to, I was asked the question. I gotta do my job. But I think that there are a lot of people that I do believe that they're funny. I do believe that there are good writers out there, but I believe that a lot of the art that is put out into the public space is very exploitative. And I think that a lot of people, they make fun of people's pain instead of trying to pull them from the place of pain to become powerful. I can laugh at all that too, but at the end of the day, if you don't feel different from my content, what did I do?
Yes.
I just added to your pain. It made you laugh a little bit, but you don't feel any different. At the end of it, I want you to get a good gut-busting laughter, but I want you to walk away with a thought that says, you know what? Maybe I should try my dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe what I have to give the world, maybe it matters. We are the main characters of our own story. And when someone is ugly to you, the first inclination you have is to internalize it. Yes, they did it to you. I mean, there's a technicality to it, but they didn't do it to you. They treat everyone that way.
I hear you.
You just happen to be the template recipient for that day.
Moment.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I have a quote that says, every moment of every day reveals who you are.
Yeah.
And that helps me. If someone mistreats me, it's not about me.
Yeah.
You are showing the type of person you are.
Yeah.
That's it. Leave it there, because it is so internalizing.
And it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to make that separation because we're human and you have feelings. And I've watched y'all's episodes. I love how deep y'all go on this show. God, I love how deep y'all go on the show. But it is when you learn to not internalize the ugliness from people and you learn to just shine instead and understand that you only did that to me because you're unhappy. It really had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And especially coming up in the entertainment industry, the people stab me in the back all day. But I believe that if we do the right things, and right things being just being a person of love, universal law.
The universe.
Listen.
I tell people all the time, hold no karma. Wait, She just jumped under the table. Ooh, she ran around the bar.
Listen.
Oh my goodness, she under the rug.
Okay.
That wench don't miss nothing.
She don't miss a thing.
Karma is a bitch.
I say this about karma too. With karma,
How do I know?
always-
I know my life.
Yes.
I know what I've been
With
through.
karma, I always want to have a credit and not a balance.
And that's why I'm super damn nice now. Can't
Yeah.
nobody say about your
Oh
rich.
yeah.
You're what?
Super darn nice.
Oh wait,
now.
Uh-oh, it's starting.
we have a difference of opinion. Wait. Oh no. Oh no.
Now, if I'm
You
not,
object.
if I'm
I
not,
just
Karma
want to make
don't
sure I
get
You don't
heard it
object.
correctly.
You have an observation.
Nice
I was
now.
clarifying.
this is
Just
why I'm
like
super
observation.
nice now.
Gender women.
Observation.
I was clarifying.
What'd you say? What'd you say, sister? Did a sister woman just say that? Hey, I better be. I done paid serious dues.
Well, you know what? You brought that up, and that was why I brought up the point about uniqueness, because you having a background in singing, enjoying what you do here, you should have been on RuPaul's Drag Race.
You would think. And so I thought. Until I got far enough down the path for myself. Wow. Now, and I'm putting it out there for the second time, Rue. I'm gonna use my moment. I was told to maximize my moments. Rue, I'm saying it yet again that I want to be a guest judge on that show. I don't think that my place is to be a contestant.
I love it.
And I don't mean that in any sort
no,
of,
I'm
you know what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
I do.
I'm not taking away anything from what the girls do on that show. I love them for their crafts and what they do. But I feel that I've reached a different point in my life, in my career, to where let me say something to you so that you can go make millions and help everybody else.
Right.
It ain't about me winning. I've already won in my heart. I'm a winner.
Do
you
you
know what I'm saying?
describe what you do as drag?
Yeah, well, first of all, that actually sounds like more of a nephew question. I ain't nobody's drag queen. Now, nephew gonna get on here all day and say he does drag, and that's his story. No, I am an energy that was sent to the earth to bring good to it. And I love doing it. I love encouraging people. My fan is not. Oh, no, I forgot my fan somewhere. Well, we'll talk about that later. But listen, it's a whole moment. It's a whole moment.
Okay.
But I use my energy because I believe the people need it. I have always loved encouraging and lifting people up. And when you were talking about people hurting you, right before all this happened was when I went through some of my worst hurts with people that didn't understand that I was just trying to love them.
We want to get into that. When we
Yes.
come back, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Then we come back.
Cause I'll
we'll
talk all day.
wrap
Let me fight. Listen,
Delicious.
I done came here preaching. I ain't eating.
Okay, amen.
That's how it needs to come back from commercial. Starting just like that every time. No worries.
Through the house.
Holler through the house. Listen,
I love it. Did you help Eric out?
I help Eric with everything.
Okay.
He would be nothing without me. Nothing I said. No,
I love it.
But I believe that to put it into proper context, I am Eric's Sasha Fierce. I'm Eric's Superman, Wonder Woman,
I love
that.
it.
And so what happens a lot of times with, creators, instead of, like you were saying earlier, instead of trying to find the right algorithm, let me post at the right time, let me put the right content. No, you just need to become, like you were just saying, I think somebody sent me a text, told me you said something earlier about being with self. And when me and Nephew decided we was gonna go down this road, and you don't know when you're coming out of a room, because you said how long were
4 years, 5 months in the picture.
and Nephew was me and Nephew was in that room for about 4 years.
Wow.
And literally day in and day out, doing makeup, interviewing people, singing songs, doing a lot of things that didn't seem to really, I don't want to say matter, but didn't seem to be that thing. Like, well, are you doing that thing that everybody's doing so you can go viral? And it's like, no. Every time that Nephew was hurt, all right, let's do a face. I know they broke your heart. Sit down here, grab these brushes. You got work to do.
Wow.
All right, no, you gotta go get them lashes. I know that yet another production company has screwed you over. Let's buy some more hair.
How did you keep going?
And
why did you keep going? Tell everybody, what is it?
When you know what your purpose is, when you know why you've been put on the planet, especially in the times we're living in now, we're in one of it's not so much that the COVID and the pandemic is just so bad. everyone is having to deal with themselves. Prior to, you know what I mean? And like prior to COVID, life was, even if life was bad, it was comfortable. Everybody was used to the level of drama that they had. There was a certain way you know what time to get off work. You know your baby mama gonna act crazy. You know boss gonna do this. You know mom and daddy gonna. Everybody was just used to what it was until something hit the earth, and it interrupted everything that we knew to be safe. And in that time, everyone had a choice. What are you going to do with this? Because we will come out of this, but how will you come out of it? Are you going to come out of it different? Or are you going to just come out of it defected? Are you just going to come out angry? Are you just going to come out talking about what you lost in it? What can you gain in this? And in taking time to go through the hurts, to go through all the things that you need to dismantle about yourself. And it's not always about, casting yourself as the hero of your story. Sometimes you're the villain.
True.
And a lot more people need to sit in that and know that you're not that girl. you're not who you think you are, and it's okay.
It's there.
And that's what I was kind of wanting to say a little bit earlier when we were talking about the pandemic. I think right now why it's so difficult for people is because we are in the most mentally anguished time. Like we can't get up from it, and so that's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
My whole purpose of being here is
You're doing.
You're trying to make me cry these lashes off Auntie Cheryl. I know that's what it is. It took a long time to put this one on especially.
It's always that one
It's always that one lash.
You're doing it.
You trying to cover my lash. I'm joking, but you know what I'm saying?
I would love for you to cry and the lash come off, because
I know you would, but that'll get us to Emmy. I'll work it up. I'll work it up. It'll come.
I love it. I just love your pure raw spirit, baby.
Thank you so
But
much.
I love that mindset that we can all win. That
We
is
really
so powerful.
can. We really can. And I think that's where a lot of people are scared. I think a lot of people think.
You're going to shine more than
Yeah, if you can't.
Because everybody is unique. It's their
benefits you
fingerprint.
not- Exactly. It benefits you not to think that if I just hoard everything that I've got and don't give, that that's somehow good. You can't even feel the full power of water with a closed fist. It rips too quickly. If you open up your hand, you can feel how powerful water is. I try to live my life with an open hand. And if I can get more people to do that, we will heal this world.
Well, you know what?
Absolutely.
We were raised from childhood to believe that there's winners and losers.
Yeah.
From all the games that we play.
Everything is competitive.
It's got to be a winner and a loser. And it just affects
thought about
everything that we do.
Yeah. It's subconscious. It leaks into other parts of how we deal with people in life, and you find yourself.
But is that necessarily a bad thing to have winners and losers? I mean,
I see what you're saying.
I think that competitiveness sometimes actually encourages people to work on themselves and improve, and it's sort of like if there was a race with 10 kids in the race, and if everybody gets a trophy, then
That kind of diminishes what.
do
why are you
do
even
you
trying
care
hard?
as much? Like,
So-
I mean, we're in the Olympics, so again, if I work hard to compete in the Olympics because I want the gold medal, and I'm going to commit my time and energy more. I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race, they are not going there doing that and all of that other stuff because they want to get sent home in a lip sync battle. They're
Exactly.
doing that because they want to win.
But you've given two different motivations. One is to better yourself, and the other is to win. Competition, your only goal is to win. You could become so much better than you would have ever imagined. But if you didn't win, you're a loser, and it was all worthless. But
No,
if
you're not a loser, you just didn't win. So
But,
what
but
happens
then it's like
is,
it's a wasted effort. It's like now
it's
I
not a wasted effort.
I gotta
because,
work harder
again,
for the next
How
time.
many people have gone on, because I know you love RuPaul's Drag Race. So how many people have gone on there more than once or auditioned more than once and they didn't get chosen the first time? Or, because of all of the losers, they were able to create all-stars. So they still called them all-stars. They didn't say, hey, loser show, come on.
But
They lost.
But it's a TV
They
show.
were only all-stars
It's a-
because they were losers.
It's a TV show versus a game. The sports that we play from childhood are just different from a TV show.
Well, what do you think about?
Because you know you get a lot of benefits just from being on the show. So is there a real loser when you
You get a lot of benefits in sports.
So let's look at what your point was with
Okay.
regard to the games, because weren't we also taught to how to lose? Because I think that what you're talking about is just because you lost, there's a way to interpret losing. I mean, it could be an opportunity to improve, but you, the person, decide how you're going to respond to not winning.
Yes.
So I don't think the game itself is the problem.
Right.
It's how you play
Exactly.
it. It's how you
play it
navigate it,
and
how
how
you
you-
are as a winner, how you are as a loser. So it's
Exactly.
all an opportunity to decide who you're going to be in the world.
Exactly.
And I think that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And
Being,
this moment-
becoming, right?
Yeah.
This moment right here from now on, for everyone who gets to hear this, will understand you're never a loser as long as you're giving it a go. As long as you're going for it. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
As long as you what?
You
Go
Go.
for it. Go for it.
What's
just go for it.
Just go.
for it.
I like it.
I need to get my fan. I can't. I'll be back.
Well, where are you going?
I'm going.
Hey, we didn't mean it for you.
Wait. Did she take my purse?
Oh gosh.
You know when they leave quick, honey.
Oh my.
This is new.
Where'd she go?
Well, hopefully she'll be back.
Oh my God.
I was enjoying her.
Right.
Right.
Right. I can't even.
Ran out.
Like,
Hey, is your purse there?
she ringing the bell, coming back. Oh.
Hey, I was here to drop this off for Auntie. The door was open.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, since y'all eating,
Welcome. Oh.
is this our plate?
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
Well, I want to eat her food.
Okay.
welcome.
Okay.
I know exactly who you are.
Do you?
I used to watch your videos on YouTube called Eric Dillard Vocal Coach.
Oh God, that was forever ago.
Yes.
That was 20 years ago.
Aaron, what made you find Eric?
Well, I knew Eric from YouTube, from literally. He was in Japan, and I would watch YouTube vocal lessons to try to improve my singing for karaoke.
Wow.
Yes, that's-
Did it help?
I think so. And here's a
I
question.
mean, only you know because you're the artist. You know.
What tip would you give? Like, would you have like a favorite tip that you give to people? Or that we could
Diaphragm
try?
is your friend.
Can we
the
try? Can we
breathing.
try a tip right here?
Yeah, we can. Well, actually, no. Let's do a fun one.
Okay.
All right, do the siren drill.
Okay.
Ooh. You want to do it without breaking your sound. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Come on, you gotta make me look. This is why I quit vocal consulting.
I understand.
I was hoping.
No.
I was hoping the Supremes would join in.
I know. Y'all can't leave Diana by herself now.
She went solo.
Is that what So what y'all been talking about? What's been going on?
So, Auntie was saying that I should ask you if you consider yourself as a person who does drag, or what would you say your gender identity would be? That's
So
two separate questions.
Okay. Well, first, we'll do the second one first. I'm a man. I love everything about being a man. Everything about it. But I was in drag denial for a long time. I kept saying, "Look, I'm an artist that wears lashes. You're a drag queen. Let's just my best friend Louis told me, he was like, you're a drag queen." Wow. And I was like, oh, really? And so then I finally accepted it. And being in the gay community, that's something that a lot of people shy away from. When they find out that you do certain forms of art, they don't consider you to be
Attractive.
attractive
Wait a minute, that much
or desirable anymore.
That much judgment in the community?
Yeah. Now we'll say, to be fair, it is changing.
Okay.
But it's still there.
I was going to ask, when you say desirable, what context are you talking?
Like dating.
Yeah.
A lot of people
so
a lot of people,
difficult.
a lot of dudes, if they even see something that look like a heel in your closet,
it's
breaking up.
It's a kiss of death.
Breaking up. Breaking up.
But the irony is, drag queens often have like a special status in the community as leaders, but you don't want to date one. That's kind of the ethos.
It's the catch with it.
So are you dating?
So interesting story. I'm recently divorced,
Okay.
and it was sad. It still is sad sometimes, But
How many years?
together 8 years, married 2.
Wow.
And it was kind of interesting because we got to a point to where our relationship had run its course in the most beautiful way. I mean, just the way I met him, how we really held each other down, and we're still in each other's lives.
Whoa.
We still support each other. He loves that I'm here right now and everything, and so, but you know, that's...
Do you think the moment you got married changed something? Because if you were together that long and then you got married for only 2, do you think marriage changes anything?
I don't want to say it, but I have to say that it kind of does.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about yourself. You find out who you are. You really, when you're with someone and you're just dating and there's no expectation, obligation, however you want to put it, and then you finally make the choice and say, okay, this is exactly who we're going to be, and you decide to meld your lives together. Everybody doesn't make it down that road the same way.
Would you marry again?
I don't know. I'm open to it.
Okay.
But I'm glad to have taken the road with someone. And to your question, if I never get married again, I experienced it. Right. I experienced love, and you know, we'll see what happens now. Yeah.
I didn't want to ask a question that might be obvious, might not be obvious, but what is your, like, there's Eric and Imani, and how does all that work?
So I'm the artist, so I can answer a lot more technically, because I know after a while it's just like fairy dust and cotton candy and it's too much. Imani started much older than me, and over time it was like she just started losing decades, and just before long it just locked into this situation of just, she's my auntie, and she takes care of me.
Oh my God. You feel free?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No price.
No, I didn't have to sell my soul.
Oh,
And
good for you.
one thing I like to say, and I'm sure Imani probably said something about this when she was here, but one of the hardest things about this platform was that I knew that there were other people that they take the art of drag, and I think that I don't want to use this word, but they exploit it, and they show showing women in their worst light. They take, you know what I mean? They take the what should be the spice of womanhood, and then they just kind of bastardize it. And everyone laughs, even me. I mean, you know, to my own degree, but something kept telling me, go down this other road. And so many times I was like, but if I just grow a beard and just put on a wig, I'll get 1 million followers tomorrow. I know it'll happen. But I was like, something in me wouldn't let me do it. And it was lonely sitting in that room for like almost 4 years trying to create this. Like, in the beginning, it wasn't nothing. It was crickets.
Wow.
But I just kept,
We had a great opportunity to hear like this whole other side. We're so glad that Nephew decided to pop in.
I'll pop in every now and then.
We're gonna have to take a break, and we'll come back.
Okay. I get to stay?
No, we need Auntie back.
You don't want me?
No, it was lovely.
It was lovely meeting you.
You walked in unannounced. It makes me uncomfortable. You understand, don't you?
I do.
I'll hold this for her. Okay. No. You give it to her since you.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do
your
that.
purse
Thank
is
you so
okay,
much.
right?
Is your
Yeah.
purse?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she took. What she left. She left such a hurry. Oh, the silverware is still there. But
It is,
thank
yeah.
you.
She's not a
Thank
thief.
you.
She's not a thief. She's a
Okay.
tyrant, but she's not a
No, and
thief.
she's been very giving so far.
Okay.
She did leave in the rush.
I'll go make sure she's okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, how many times I got to tell you? Just
She's
give
back.
me the fans.
She's back.
Go buy me clothes. That's your job. That's what you do. Go buy me clothes. Do it right now, okay? Go ahead, I'll be in the car in a minute. I'll see you later. Big hop! Now I can do me.
Okay.
Goodness, this is what I was waiting on. Okay.
You know,
We
I was
a lot of
wondering.
power at this table, so I'm warning you now.
Oh.
Big hop! This is what it actually became. I started out with like a $10 Amazon fan. The pink, this is whatever. And I said become, and everything changed. So I made it into a movement. And so now everybody in the world now has the opportunity to become.
Wow.
Love it.
Whatever you want to be.
Love it.
That's it.
It is simple.
Yeah, simple but
wow.
effective. I think we should do an exercise. Let's go. Ooh!
So
Become dessert. What is this?
In keeping with the Spanish theme, it's a rose con leche.
Say it again.
I can't.
I don't know how to say it.
We're taking rice pudding south of the border. This light, creamy, rich dessert uses 3 kinds of milk to achieve its goal of being delicioso.
You know, I think that we should do exercise.
Okay.
Please.
Yes,
Let's
we love
go.
exercise.
I want to know what do you feel your become moment is? What did you used to be that now you're not anymore? I want to save you for last. I think we're gonna have a moment. hold on, Auntie Cheryl. Auntie Cheryl,
She's getting revved up already. You can see
really
see the wheels going.
Because you're gonna take us home. I already know it.
Wow,
Let's start with my beautiful Antonia.
I always start with me. I think what I used to be is really, really overinvested in other people's success to the point where they might not be ready for it. So I changed it to be more magnetic, to draw those that aren't ready. So it made the work that I do more meaningful.
What did it say? I don't chase, I attract.
There we go.
There you
That's
go.
it right there.
Become Yes! I love this, by the way.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to touch you all night. I love fabric. Always wear something that's
enjoys that.
textured. Yeah.
I don't think I've come to my become moment yet. I think that
You were just sitting here. Of course you have.
I'm becoming. I feel like I'm like on the verge of becoming.
What are you doing now that you know you weren't doing back then that would not have worked for you sitting in this chair right now?
I look at last season and there were times when I could see that I was a person with low self-esteem. And I didn't realize it at the time.
Wow.
And seeing it helped me realize I'm, in the process of building my self-esteem, and I'm still in that process, but I'm not where I was. I feel more confident this season and comfortable with who I am, but I know that I'm still on that journey.
It's one thing to be broken and not know it. And I think so many people move like that. They think they're good, but you're not good. You're struggling. Things are not working. It's like, how's that working out for you?
No.
That whole thing, and so I'm glad you see it.
Yeah.
Seeing is really half the battle. After that, everything just kind of comes together. Well, let me give it a big house. Go ahead. This is going to be the new Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. If they ever redo any of that, Disney, listen.
Ooh, I love it.
Ooh, I would say that I have been self-sacrificing, and now I'm becoming self-serving.
Hold up. You saw that I was ready to clack you out, because that was powerful. That's a t-shirt. None of y'all take it. Listen, find your own moment out there in TV land. That is my baby. You said that. What do you think? What do you think kind of made you want to fall into self-sacrificing so much? Do you know where it came from?
I do. My mom was self-sacrificing. She was a minister's wife, and she gave so much to so many. And I watched that, and I learned that, and I emulated that, and it did not often serve me well.
Yeah, because you're PK at that.
Because I was giving more to others and denying myself in my giving. And so I am now considering myself.
I'm gonna say something else. Let's honor our parents, y'all. And what I mean by they weren't perfect or anything like that. One of my really good friends, his name is Lewis, and he said that parents are the camp counselors for new souls to come to earth.
Oh.
And isn't that powerful? It's powerful. Like you don't own your kids. You have to tell them how to navigate this world that you yourself did not ask to come to. So before we cast our parents away, and I know that some things happened that probably hurt a lot of you out there, let's just remember that parents did the best they could with what they had. And even if they did a really bad job, Earth is hard for everybody. And the opportunity that we have is to take our experiences and become. That's what I'm doing for you. And become this.
You can use the fan a little bit.
You need some of this.
Just a little
high. Hold on. You have Beyonce swinging around.
Hello.
Last but certainly not least, my beloved Auntie Cheryl.
I used to, kind of like Chris, I used to think at one point I was, why? I'm so nice. I'm so nice. What are people? And then I realized everyone isn't worthy of one's kindness.
They're not ready
And
for it.
people will take kindness and they'll think it's weakness. And I always say that's like piss and rain. You'll feel something coming and you'll be like, it's raining. No, it's piss. Kindness
And it's yellow.
and weakness.
Yeah.
Two separate
Doesn't
things.
sound like
So
it.
today, I just give my kindness to those who are kind to me. I tried to make people like me and I ended up shooting dope over it. Wow. Yeah, I wanted to be accepted. Mama wasn't there. Thank you for that about our parents.
Yeah.
Because it's been a hard road.
It is hard.
So
It is
trying to
hard.
fit in and trying to be loved got me nothing.
Yeah.
So now I want to love and I want to love those who want to love back.
Anybody out there in TV land, internet land, you're looking at 5 examples of people that we took the mess of our lives, put it into a jar, shook it up, and opened it back up, and all this power and glitter came out. That's what I feel. This
Lots
is
of
just
glitter.
it is just the
Lots of
five finger palm that they can't be, what do they say? Like that's I feel like we're a fist right now. And I believe in everything that you're doing here. I believe in the lives that you're trying to touch.
We love you, and we're going to have you back.
I'm coming back.
I mean, you know,
I get another meal? Oh, God, yes.
Yes. You have absolutely joined us today and brought the house down. I love it. We love you. And once you come to the house, you're what? Family.
And nephew.
Like and nephew. Okay, if we gotta bring them, then we'll bring them too.